What's up, everyone? This is Francisco, and I wanted to talk about Google Maps with all of you. Um, okay, so like let's say I wanted to go to Long Beach. What is this? Yeah, so let's say I wanted to go to Newport Landing whale watching, and I selected the navigation, and um, okay, so it shows like the freeway and stuff. Um, oh, you know what? Shoot. Um, I don't know. Um, I think um, well, I don't know how this will kind of work out, but I think that every single lane should be revealed. I don't know if that's what this is here. I think it might be. Um, but I was thinking for it says California 91 Express Lanes Toll Road. Um, that is pretty much um, like, well, if you guys look at their logo, it's purple. Their logo, I think. Oh, fast track, yeah, right here. So it's purple. So I was thinking that it should be highlighted like this, like in purple, in like Google Maps. Um, that way people could know um, in advance where these fast track lanes are located on Google Maps. And not only that, but also the HOV carpool. So I was thinking that because right here, like you guys see how it says carpool only. So I was thinking for you people to highlight this one in a different color um, on Google Maps. Um, but I don't really know how it would work out when someone is driving and Google Maps shows and reveals other information Like sometimes it turns red because of traffic. So like this, it turns red. So I don't really know how that will look like on with the lane that you people are on, because it doesn't really specify that. But I do see some blue outlines, and then I see red, and then yellow, and like a lighter blue. And I think that I mean, I just don't know how that will look like on Google Maps. I don't know if you people could do that, but on our way from Los Angeles to Riverside today, just right now, we were like we kind of stopped a little bit, and the carpool ended, and it transitioned into fast track. So for people who are not really familiar with the area, they'll just know in advance to avoid fast track, especially if they don't have it. And I'm thinking that users could somehow specify in their Google Maps if they have carpool or not. So if they do have carpool, it'll just tell them like to continue straight ahead. But if someone doesn't have carpool, I'm sorry, fast track. Did I say carpool? Oh my god. If someone doesn't have fast track, it will basically direct them to a different lane, because in the Google Maps, it actually reveals revealing lanes ahead. Like this, especially like on a phone, it shows that there's 2 left lanes going straight, and then 2 right lanes going right. So something like this. So fast track will be highlighted like in purple, and carpool will be highlighted in a different color. I don't really know what color you people would want that to look like. But since fast track and has the purple, it would be good just to keep it like that. But I was thinking like for this to somehow reveal all the lanes as someone is driving, um, and I don't know if that's possible. But instead of one solid blue line, um, it will actually reveal um, like all the lanes, and and then the colors would be visible, um, because I think this approach will avoid the traffic congestion to a certain degree. Okay, because we were driving on the carpool, and then later on it transitioned to fast track, and all the people that were commuting or that were on that lane, on the that lane, that lane to get onto the fast track, they had to stop. They had to kind of slow down and wait until they were ready to go. And all the people that don't have fast track were slowly merging out of the approaching fast track lane. So if people had an advance warning, just like the arrow thing here, then I think some people would exit the carpool lane, especially if there's no traffic, in advance, like 5, 4, 3 miles away, before approaching the fast track lanes. So this will allow and permit traffic to flow more nicely, possibly. But I think that it could be tested, and you people can experiment, and if it works, then great. And if it doesn't, then I guess it will still be a nice little feature to have, for people that don't want to get fined and accidentally getting onto the carpool. I'm sorry, getting onto the fast track. The toll road lanes, because I remember that happened to me like once or twice, like accidentally, and I think I received like a it was kind of like a ticket through the mail. So it arrived where I was living at in the past, and I had to pay like $80. So if you people were to add these additional features or whatever to your guys' software, or even other navigational digital navigational maps, in your guys' and your guys' company's freaking apps or whatever, and add these features, I think that it might help out with traffic. Because even when people are coming from, well, in this area, when they're coming, like when they're on the 91 coming from, you know I don't know, up here somewhere, um, they're coming over here, and the carpool starts like in the Corona area. Yeah, right here. Express lanes. No, no, no. That's a business. I think I have to zoom in. Okay, so it does show, um like if you guys zoom in, it does show the lane. So I think having this type of view as an option will be great as well. Kind of like this one, the search that I did, which says Google revealing lanes ahead. Then I clicked on this image here. So if you guys can somehow have an option for drivers to, like, where's that image at? Oh yeah, like blowing this up here, like having it blow up, you know, but like more zoomed out, um, and having like a special color for carpool, and also for the fast track, which is yeah, fast track. It's yeah, fast track. The toll roads. Okay. So somewhere in here, it gets converted to fast track. So I think fast track might be the arrow. These arrows here. See, look, it says California 91 Express Lanes, Toll Road. But I see the diamonds here. So that's kind of weird. Inside the toll road. Can you guys see that? And it says California 91 Express Lanes, Toll Road. But I think outside, like in this lane, to the right of this is the actual carpool. So anyway, it does look like it is revealed here. But if somehow you guys can give people more like a visual, kind of like this one, like I was saying, especially like on a phone, or even like on a dashboard on a vehicle, having, you know, that view, but maybe like a mile ahead, or even 2 miles ahead. You know, more like a kind of like this, but with this in mind right here. So I mean, I don't know I don't know how you people will be able to do it, but it's pretty much turning it around and allowing people to see this type of view. And somehow, if later on, as this stuff excuse me, as this stuff advances and it gets more perfected over time, I'm thinking if you guys can show, like, reveal which lane the driver is on, then that would also be super incredible and great for a lot of reasons that I'm not even going to get into, but mostly for, like, highway patrol and stuff like that. Okay, like police pursuits and stuff like that. All right, so that will be a good you know, little thing to do. But yeah, since you know, fast track is purple, so this, in my mind, it will be purple, like this, instead of like this. And I know that fast track is oh, see, over here it's actually showing the diamond on the right side of the fast track, which is the carpool, and that carpool diamond represents 2 or more. I think the express lanes is 3 or more, but I could be wrong. I don't really know how all that works. As far as I was concerned, people are required to have I think it's called a transponder. Fast track? I don't even know how to spell fast track. A transponder, yeah, which is this right here. TCA, switchable transponders, something, something, something. Okay, so people are required to have these in their vehicles on their, like, windshield when they are inside the fast track or whatever. I honestly never had a fast track in my life, so I don't really know how all this stuff works, but it says solo driver 1, 2-person carpool 2, and then I think that's a 3 plus person carpool. So I think the driver will be able to specify the number, but I'm not too sure how this works. I mean, just by looking at this picture, it looks like that's what this is, and yeah, I think that's how this works right here. Yeah, so there's a solo driver, 2-person carpool, 3 plus person carpool. It says set before driving. And there's a switch right here. So yeah, I think just having that advance warning, you know, like I already spoke about with this image here, like something like this, so you know, drivers can be made aware of it beforehand, especially if they're not new to if they are new to the area. Okay, So they come out here to California and maybe to visit family members or whatever the case may be. So they're not really familiar where these things are. And these lanes never change. They stay where they are. Unless there's construction and stuff like that. But for the most part, people will be able to rely on this pretty accurately. And a lot of people, they're sitting in traffic like in the beginning of the fast track merging, where it begins, and without them realizing that they're not even allowed to go in there, if they don't have fast track. So that's holding up traffic. That's holding up a lot of the car movement. And with Google Maps and like the voice spokesperson will basically say avoid this lane, like highly recommended, avoid this lane if you don't have fast track, or something along those lines. It's just like when you people are when you guys have this view right here, it says like in a mile or two, churn, or it says something about stay to the right on the far right lanes, to merge onto like to this other freeway or whatever the case may be. Okay, that type of thing. So the people will have pretty much this view, even if they have this view right here, okay? But if you guys can switch it up for drivers to have more like a zoomed in version like this, so they can actually see the lanes and they can see the colors and the carpool and stuff like that. If they're driving solo, they'll know to not even go on those lanes. So this will actually help people to avoid these lanes, okay? And if these people end up getting pulled over, like in the future, then they'll be like totally guilty, like super guilty of driving on those lanes, because it's not going to be just like this. It's going to be, so clear and obvious, because it's going to show, it's going to reveal the colors. So if someone's driving solo and they're on the freaking carpool, then the police officer, can say, like, didn't you see it on Google Maps? Like, you can't drive on this lane. But anyway, here's your ticket, right? Something like that. Here's your ticket. Either way, people will most likely get a ticket. So anyway, it will basically avoid that type of scenario. and it will help people out in a lot of ways. That's my thinking anyway. And so yeah, like when the the fast track is beginning, it'll just help people to merge out of the way for these fast track people to get through. And at the same time, people will start merging in advance. They'll go to their correct lanes that they will be driving on for many, many more miles to come, right? If they're traveling super far. So, it doesn't matter if, where you people are. I mean, roads are everywhere. So, I was just using this as an example, like let's say, for instance, I wanted to travel from California to, like, I don't know, let's say Wisconsin. I definitely don't know, the freeway. I don't know every single freeway. Okay, I don't know where these carpool lanes are. I don't know where fast track is at, as far as the lanes. Like, so that's when this idea will really help the flow of traffic. And that's the only reason why I'm recording this video. Okay, so let's say I wanted to go to this Boobles Nature Reserve. That almost sounds like blue balls. Blue bowls. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But anyway, so if I click on the navigation, choose starting point, your location. So see, I mean, look at all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, at times drivers could get confused or distracted and miss these turnout points, because I'm telling you guys, especially if there's no traffic and vehicles are traveling 65 miles per hour, or like Tesla likes to put it, the vehicle traveling with the flow of traffic, quote unquote, just so that they can have an excuse for their self-drivable vehicles to go over the speed limit. Because I've seen it, okay? They're going like 70, 75, possibly even 80 miles per hour. So they don't want to say, they're going the speed limit. They say with the flow of traffic. So anyway, that's something completely different. But like I was using the example where it was the HOV 2 people or more lane, the diamond one, and it instantly converts that one lane converts to from the carpool into fast track. So if someone's traveling super fast and they miss that little sign on the left side of the freaking of the freeway right there, then they'll go straight into fast track and they'll get cited for it. Okay? Now, I don't know if the self-drivable vehicles can actually pick up on this stuff and avoid fast track if a driver doesn't have fast track. So I don't really know how that will work. But, maybe, you people can resolve this over time and correct it if the self-drivable vehicles are not aware or don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they know or not, or if they don't know. I don't know this stuff. Okay. But if it does, that's great. That's great. So, these people that have the self-driving capabilities, then they won't have to really worry about this stuff, okay? But for other drivers that don't have smart vehicles, well, they have to pay attention to the road and to the signs on the freeway. And one little mistake could cost a lot of money. So and not sometimes people, they could get a ticket from fast track, and I think if a police officer sees and notices someone in there, I think that's driving solo, they could get pulled over, but I don't know. No way, I could be wrong, because right here it said solo driver, so I don't think it's against the law for a solo driver to be in the fast track, as long as they're paying for it and they have this little transponder thing. So there's a lot to freaking to consider here, but the idea, I think, is straightforward. And the only reason, again, if I didn't mention it before, the only reason I'm bringing this up is to improve the flow of traffic, where in other situations, there's a lot of traffic that could be caused by people who don't otherwise know or are aware of what's coming up ahead. Because everyone could get on the freeway and drive the speed limit or a little bit over the speed limit, right? Because a lot of people do it. So that's easy. But when people are traveling from long distances and they're not really familiar with the area, they might slow down instead of driving super fast. Like if they were driving around in on highways that they are used to and accustomed to, and they know the area, they're more comfortable traveling at faster rates of speed, as opposed to those that aren't aware of those areas. So when you guys are thinking about traffic, I think these are some good pointers for you professionals to look into. Now, if you're just like a regular person like myself, and you don't have any affiliation with the traffic division or any of this the software updates of Google or other software companies, then you're watching the wrong video. Or you could just be a student, you're watching this, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I don't really know, and you want to get in the traffic division, or you're trying to get a promotion or whatever, then these are some good points to bring up to your team members. I said team members, okay? So, or people that you work with, okay? If you're in the traffic division, and maybe you guys have meetings or whatever the case may be. Well, if something about this video like stood out to you, or you just like these ideas or whatever, and you would like them for them to be applied and like programmed into the whole software thing, then yeah, that's great, because it will benefit all of us, in one way or another. The whole human race, because roads are everywhere. Whether we are driving within the United States of America, or in the country of Mexico, or in the country of Canada, or any country. I mean, I never really take the time to look at other countries, but they're there, and they do matter, and they do have roads. I don't know if they have carpool or fast track, but I'm pretty sure they do. So it will even impact people that you people never even thought it would impact. So just with that, I wanted to end this video. So thank you all for watching, and God bless.